Hello again, and welcome back once again to the Broken Past. You might remember from a previous video, we received this Game Boy in the mail. It wasn't in too bad a shape. It had a few minor issues, the biggest one being the battery terminals were pretty heavily corroded, as well as the screen cover. The glue is pretty much all but disintegrated, so that just falls right off. This wasn't the Game Boy that I bought. The seller sent me a different one, but we managed with a little bit of elbow grease and some scrubbing on those battery terminals to get it booted, and now it works. It works great, but it does need a little bit of cleaning. We need to replace the screen, which is pretty heavily scratched, get rid of some of this grime around the speaker, and overall just give it a nice once over, and I think once we're done, we can make this look almost as good as new. So, with that being said, let's make the past a little less broken. And just like that, we're done. All that's left to do at this point is to install our brand new screen lens. I was not able to get the glue off of there. You can see through there. It's pretty old and it's pretty crusty on there, but I think it'll be fine. It's thin enough, it shouldn't impact the installation of the new screen. And with that, just slide it right on in there. And oh, the best part. There we have it. A brand new, well, not brand new, a refurbished, but looking darn near brand new original Game Boy. This thing came out a lot better than I thought it would. All the gunk around the speakers came out. A couple scuffs. I got a few marks still that I might try to work out, but overall, this thing is in pretty darn good shape. Outside of the corrosion from the original video that we cleaned up, this thing came out really well. I'm really happy. So let's see if we got it all put back together, and let's give it a shot with one of my favorite games, the original Pokemon trading card game. Now, I actually learned something the other day, so I wanted to bring it up in this video. Some Game Boy Color games, such as this one, can be played in the original Game Boy. I believe it's only the black cartridges that have the appropriate notch cut out to fit, but this one will play. So let's plop it in and see if everything worked out well with this guy. And here we go. Sure enough. Let's see if we can get that in focus here. Nice contrast for the video, and it's really hard to see without a backlit screen. But this is working amazingly well. Nice loud speaker. Nice new screen lens. Everything seems like it's working well. D-pad works. A and B work. Start and select to work as well. So I will call this a success. For the price and for what I originally saw when I got it and it was so crowded, I wasn't sure how well this would turn out, but definitely happy with this guy. This is going to go really well on display with the rest of the collection. So great news, great console. Yeah, overall super happy with it. So I want to thank you guys for tagging along with this whole video. Again, if you haven't seen the original Fix or Flop, I'll put a link to it in the description somewhere, so you can link to it. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. I've got a pretty big load of consoles coming in here from Japan in a few weeks, so stay tuned for that, and I will see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.